Virgo, let's tap into your 2026 year ahead guidance. If you're a Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placement, this is your reading. So we're going to start off with some overall energy from the Whispers of Healing Oracle cards. Then we'll transition into a 12-card tarot spread using the Mahogany Tarot, where we'll get a detailed breakdown of what you can expect here in 2026. All right. Hang in there, for those of y'all that actually have a long attention span, okay? There will be a charm reading at the end of this message, okay? So go ahead, grab your journal and your pen, take some notes. If you need to pause the reading and revisit, that is totally understandable. But yeah, let's get into it. I'm going to start off with my opening prayer, shuffle these cards up, and we're going to see what's coming through for my Virgos. All right, Spirit, thank you so much for connecting me with Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. Please allow me to channel these messages with ease, grace, accuracy, and precision so I can provide Virgo with the insight, clarity, and guidance that they are seeking to help them navigate 2026 with the most ease, with the most clarity, and the most alignment with their highest selves and highest destined path, Spirit. We do thank you so much for your insight, your clarity. We thank you for your guidance, your healing, your protection, and most importantly, your love. Ashe, ashe, ashe. All right, my beautiful Virgos. Let's see what is going on. All right, RESPECT. Find out what it means to me, okay? Look. Put some respect on Virgo's name, okay? And this is crazy. She actually has on a Virgo cuff on her arm. So this is definitely your card. Got your crown on and everything. Like, yeah. Once again, it comes down to respecting you. First and foremost, you can't expect other people to respect you if you don't respect you. All right? So that might be something that you guys are working on, building up that self-respect. But, also in a way, it's kind of what you're commanding from other people. I'm getting commanding, not demanding, okay? Command comes through just your essence, through the way that you show up. Demanding is you always having to tell people, like, don't do that, right? It's just something about your energy that is going to speak for itself this year, where you're not going to be demanding anything from anybody. It's just going to, it's going to be all up in your aura, all up in your energy, all up in your spirit, right? Where people know you are the goddess of the zodiac, right? And maybe some of you have forgotten who you are. Maybe you have your crown somewhere deep inside your closet, gathering dust and cobwebs. You need to pull it out, dust it off, shine it, right? I'm also seeing Taurus and Venusian elements in here as well. So I don't know if some of you have Taurus placements in your chart. You may also want to follow Venus transits this year. They could be really important for you, okay? We have the number 43. Somebody could be that age. 4 plus 3 is 7. Somebody could have been born on the 7th. July could be a significant month for you in 2026. But this is a really powerful energy. I love this for you, Virgo. You're definitely setting the tone for a really powerful year ahead. So we're going to go ahead and get into this month by month breakdown with the tarot and see what else we got coming through for my Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. Let's see what we got going on for Virgo. Okay, this is the one. Let's get these cards out, see what they looking like. I like it so far. I knew I got my wild card in here. I saw that one coming. We'll get a clarifier on that. Okay. Okay. Let me zoom in a little bit here. All right. Underneath the deck, overall energy, clarifying respect is justice, right? People that been playing in your motherfucking face, treating you unfairly, cruelly, just being an asshole. You're like, no more. Like, I'm finna balance the motherfucking scales. And sometimes that doesn't mean you're matching someone else's energy and you're being an asshole. Sometimes it literally means like, I'm just going to remove myself from this equation. I'm going to let the universe handle this because, by universal law, everything is going to come back into balance. Balance will be restored. Okay, so you can definitely expect that. Maybe some people are going to be getting their karma in some ways. Okay, this year, if they've been doing you dirty and whatnot, shit, they might have some coming. So we gonna see. We got a little handful of some challenging cards, but I'm gonna clarify them for you. You got some really nice cards too, so you kind of got a bit of a mixed bag here, Virgo. Let's start off with January. We have the Knight of Wands. I like this to start off the new year. Some of you might be doing some traveling, look, going somewhere nice and warm. I'm jealous. Have fun. Safe travels. For others of you, you're feeling vibrant, confident, creative, taking action towards any inspiration that you have at this time, feeling sexy, feeling adventurous. Like, this is a really good way to start the new year. Because, some people can be feeling a little sluggish, like blah, we're in winter. Even Capricorn season can kind of be a little heavy. But you are very light. You're feeling free-spirited, just kind of ready to take on this upcoming year in a really good energy. All right. Some of you could be connected to a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Those could be placements in your chart. The Knight of Wands tend to get a bad rep when it comes to romance. They call him Mr. Fuckboy, here for a good time, not a long time. So you do want to, make sure you observe and get really clear about this person's intentions. If you want to just have a good time, baby, have at it, because this is the person to do it with, okay? If you're looking for something a little more serious, make sure you let them prove themselves to you that that's what they're looking for, okay? But all in all, this is definitely good vibes to be starting off your year with. I love to see that. Moving on to February, the good vibes just continue with the Four of Wands. So this is about security, happy home, celebration. I don't know if you're throwing like a little party at home, or you could be attending an event. It's Valentine's Day. Whether you're booed up, you could definitely be doing something with your boo. For those of you that are single, this could be a time that you're celebrating with your friends. But yeah, it looks like a really good time here with this Four of Wands. I don't know, some of you could be getting engaged, getting married. If it's not you, it could be someone around you. Like maybe you're going to somebody's wedding. I'm pretty sure people get married year round. I think like summer is like a really poppin' time for that, spring and summer. But somebody could be getting married, on Valentine's Day, and you might be invited, okay? And you should definitely go, because you might actually end up meeting somebody there, all right? Whatever event you get invited to in February, go, okay? Because you're going to have a good time, and it also seems like you're going to make a good connection as well. So that's always a vibe. If this did have to do with this Knight of Wands that we saw coming into the picture for you in January, maybe lo and behold, you do find out, okay, they actually kind of serious with the Four of Wands. They want to kind of build some, plant some roots, they might be talking about the future, maybe living together and maybe getting married one day, all that good stuff, okay? So that can definitely be an energy that some of you are in here, all right? Let's move it on along, my Virgos, to March. We do have a Seven of Cups. So I'm hearing that Tyler, the Creator song, Sticky. So yeah, I don't know, some like a sticky situation that you could be dealing with here, especially with the Seven of Cups, because things can get kind of confusing. Like, what the fuck is going on? I don't know if there's like a retrograde, Mercury retrograde or something going on around this time. So look, we could attribute it to that. But you know, you might be kind of in la la land, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. You know, sometimes you got to be in that space to ideate, right? If you do anything creative, you do have to go into that imaginative realm to dream up all the possibilities, right? So some of y'all could be doing that. Others of you, you could have an important choice to make. I will say not all the options are good. Okay, so you're really going to have to use your discernment to figure out, you know, what's real when we're talking about the Seven of Cups, because there can be a lot of illusion, and even sometimes deception that is associated, excuse me, that is associated with the Seven of Cups. So in that regard, I would say, you know, be a little more mindful, especially if there is a person that is kind of attached to this energy. Something about them, it might not be rooted in truth and clarity. So I'm going to get a clarifier for you on this because it is a bit more of a challenging energy to navigate. Also, be mindful if you're drinking, smoking, anything that's kind of mind altering. You want to do your best to kind of stay grounded, because those things might be interfering with the clarity that you need to navigate a situation with more discernment. So let's see, what is this Seven of Cups for Virgo, Spirit? What is this Seven of Cups for Virgo? Okay. Seven of Wands, yeah. Interesting, you got 772. So 77 could be an angel number for you. Yeah, you're gonna end up blocking something out, maybe even blocking someone. You might catch someone like in a lie or some shit. Yeah. And you feel the need to kind of protect yourself from this individual, and rightfully so. I mean, if somebody hasn't been truthful with you and you have been with them, that's not fair to you to continue putting yourself at risk, because you know, lies can be dangerous. They can lead us down a dark path, you know, depending on what all is involved. So yeah, I see some of you could be blocking somebody out after realizing that they're not being truthful. Okay. Just know they're gonna get their justice. Remember, that's your overall energy. And this is that energy of respect, like standing up for yourself, standing on business. Like, you're not gonna play in my motherfucking face. Okay. So good for you, Virgo. I like to see that. Moving on to the Tower. Okay, so this is in April. Something might take you by surprise, shock you. We see this couple kind of falling out of the tower together. So yeah, especially if this was like romance related, or it could be any partnership, you know, it could be something platonic, it could be something professional, whatever. But yeah, it's gonna come crumbling down. And I'm gonna get a clarifier on this too, because it is more of a challenging energy to navigate. But the tower suggests that something was built on falsity, on lies, on illusions. It wasn't built on a sturdy foundation, which, what is truth? When you're building something on truth and authenticity, and genuine respect for another, because when you respect someone, you ain't gonna lie to them, right? So whatever this is that you were building with someone, it just wasn't real, to be blunt. Okay. So we're going to get a clarifier on this. Some of y'all might have a sudden change in your living situation, a work situation. So it might be something you want to kind of be prepared for. So I will say, look, because I don't like to rain on nobody parade, but just what I'm seeing here, if you're just meeting someone and this is a newer connection, do not move in with them, okay? Even if, oh, they're paying all the bills, whoop-de-woo, it's a really nice spot, I wouldn't do it. Because something's going to come out and you're going to end up moving out. Okay. So that might just be advice to maybe stay where you're at right now, even though it might not be the most ideal. Just continue about your plan as if you have maybe not met this person. Okay, what the fuck were you gonna be doing before you met this person? Maybe staying in your current situation a little longer, saving a little more money or something like that. But yeah, I can see a living situation turning out to be kind of disastrous. I ain't gonna hold you. Okay, let me see what his tower is for my Virgos. That's a lot of cards. I'm not doing that. What is this tower energy for Virgo spirit? It's interesting how all like the challenging cards are grouped besides that one. So we'll make the connections, connect the dots, all that good stuff. All right, spirit, what is this tower? Okay. No, I'm gonna take that first one. These other ones I'm not gonna take. This deck is kind of shuffling a little funny today. All right, so the first one that popped out, Two of Wands. Yeah, it's going to be something about kind of starting over again by yourself. I don't know if you was making plans to travel with somebody, like internationally. Maybe y'all was finna do some nomad shit together, and they going to pull out, like, last minute. You was like, damn, like, I thought we made all these plans. We was going to be splitting the Airbnbs and stuff like that. Now I'm just going to have to do this shit by myself. Okay. Yeah, so it could be a situation like that. You know, even if you wasn't about to be on the nomad life, whatever doesn't work out, it does look like you're going to start over by yourself. You're going to do your own thing. Okay. You know, maybe for some of you, it was a business situation. You was going, you know, do a little partnership with somebody, but you find out they was on some weird shit. I heard that they are not who they said they are. So this person might not have the skills that they said they did, the experience that they said they did. They just might just overall be kind of a terrible person. You end up finding out and you're just like, I'm just going to scrap this, do my own thing. Okay. Moving on to May, we have the King of Swords. All right. So yeah, you're discerning, you're shielding. It's a whole lot of swords action here. like even well with the wand too, like it looks like you're having to protect yourself in a lot of ways. Defend yourself, defend your honor, defend, you know, what you have built for yourself and not letting somebody come in and fuck it up. Okay. So, I mean, I like that energy, actually. You know, you're the goddess of the zodiac, but it seems like some of y'all are kind of tapping into more of a warrior spirit here as well, with this, all the swords, even the wand that I'm seeing here. Like, yeah. So, observe, watch more. I think that's what you're being encouraged to do. Maybe from this last situation, you did not learn to just watch and wait. The King of Swords, he's just like collecting intel, right? He's not even saying too much most of the time. He's just watching and observing, you know, to see like, is this person who they say they are, right? Is this situation really like a good thing for me, right? So some of you are just needing to be a little more patient. Like, yeah, I'm getting a vetting process with this King of Swords. So I do think you're going to be moving forward in a space where you are way more discerning than you previously have been. All right. Some of you, this could be someone you're connecting with, an air sign, masculine, possibly Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Okay. Not my favorite romantically. They're smart, but they can be kind of icy. I'm sure they got a heart deep down in there somewhere once you get through to it. But yeah, this might be someone that, yeah, you do have a really great intellectual connection with. You can talk to this person all day. But when it comes to the realm of emotion, shit might get a little sticky when it comes to that, okay? This can be someone that has a harder time opening up in that regard. So you need to move wisely when it comes to this person, because if you're looking to make a heart-based connection and not just an intellectual connection, then, you might want to fuck with somebody that's really tuned into their heart. Okay. But hey, this might be a good friend to have, somebody good in your corner. Especially as a friend, I could see that because they're very perceptive. So even like situations that you might involve yourself in, they can pierce straight through to the facts. They don't allow their emotions to cloud their judgment. So they might see certain things that you get yourself involved in, and they could tell you like, I don't know if that's it, shawty. Like, you might want to rethink that. Okay, so, this could be an ally in a sense, where they do kind of serve a purpose. So that might be something worth considering. Some of you could be connecting with, I don't know, a lawyer, attorney, this could be like a teacher. It's just something about them being like really smart. So I don't know if this is someone that you're connecting with in more of a professional aspect, but in that regard, I think this would be someone cool to kind of have on your team. All right, moving on to June, we have the devil, okay? El Diablo coming through. So we do got a bit of toxicity, possibly a connection in your life that is very sexy. It's hot, it's passionate, it's provocative. But is it really healthy? Is it a functional connection? With the devil, it's the D for dysfunction, all right? So you do want to be mindful of that. We're going to get a clarifier on this for you as well, because it is more of a difficult energy. Sometimes the devil can be, I guess, okay. Like when it comes to locking in, it can be a very like obsessive energy. Like, I've got to get this done. So, in that regard, it could be cool, but I'm going to see what the clarifier is. Spirit, what is this devil for? I heard sex only. Okay, so if this is someone that you're connecting with, please don't think it's anything deeper than that. Okay, if you just want to have fun, and some people, they know what a connection is. Like, we're just having fun. I don't. You might not want to have a deeper connection with this person, but they meet a certain need for you. Okay, so hey, by all means, have your fun. Just be safe. Okay. Let's see, what is this devil energy for Virgo? Okay, King of Cups. Interesting. I was just talking about somebody in their heart space. Okay. I don't know if this is a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. If they're coming through as a devil, King of Cups can sometimes be a little manipulative because he's very well versed in the realm of emotion. So, yeah, he knows how to pull on your heartstrings and all that good stuff. Okay, so be mindful of somebody that is perpetrating, even as a King of Cups, like a King of Cups in the upright when they're really not. Okay, so yeah, that could be coming through here. They could be pulling on your heartstrings and all that shit just to get in your panties. Okay, that type of situation. So, Virgo, what y'all got going on this year? Y'all kind of got some stuff. Y'all need to make sure y'all doing spiritual work, because I think y'all gonna need to do something throughout the year. Like, do your cleansings, do some protection work. Holla at me. Like, I do ritual kits. I do spiritual candles, baths, oils. I got evil eye bracelets for purchase. Like, you need to tap in a little bit more with that, okay? But yeah, just be mindful of King of Cups connected to the devil. He's a little slippery. Moving on to July, we have the Ten of Pentacles. I love this for you when it comes to family. There could be like an event or something, a celebration with your family, a reunion that you're having a really good time at. For others of you, money looking really good, especially any partnerships surrounding money. This is favorable for you in the month of July. So I don't know if you're signing a new contract, collaborating with a new employer, client, whatever the case may be. That looks really good with that 10 of Pentacles. This is about you thinking about the future, the long term, your legacy. So things look really good in that regard. For some of you, this could have to do with inheritance as well. So you might end up coming up on a little money or some. Yeah, but all in all, this looks really positive. There's a lot of abundance and prosperity that surrounds you at this time. You could be making some long-term plans with your family members. If there is someone in your life around this time, as far as romance, might be a little more favorable with whoever this is. With the 10 of Pentacles, they could actually be thinking a little more long term. Okay, and that can just be what you're being invited to do as well. Maybe you've been playing the field, entertaining the surface level type of connections and stuff. Spirit might be trying to get you a little more grounded, encouraging you to look for people or a person that really has like more potential for like a longer term connection. Okay, moving on to August, we have the 3 of Cups. I love this. There's a celebration. Celebrations abound in July and August. You could be getting outside quite a bit, hanging out with family. In August, it seems like you might be hanging out with friends a little more. Oh, it's your birthday season too. So some of you, this could literally be your birthday. Okay, happy birthday to the August Virgos that are celebrating. Look, some of y'all, it's September Virgos, you're going to be celebrating all season long, okay? So you getting into the pre-celebration here. But I love this card because it represents the harvest season. So there could be just like really good things that you've manifested for yourself by this point, and you could be celebrating them with the ones that you love, okay? This is a good time to reconnect with friends that maybe you haven't seen in a while, new friends, old friends. For some of you, this is a good energy for dating as well, getting out there, exploring the options, but with more discernment, as previously mentioned, looking for people with characteristics that really reflect that long-term potential for a partner. So I really love this for you. Definitely, you could be on the receiving end of lots of invitations or whatnot. Maybe you're hosting something, but whatever it is, it looks like a good time. So have fun, drink, and be merry, okay? Moving on to September, okay? So things get a little weird in September, so I'm sorry for y'all with a birthday in September. You're getting in your head too much about something, though. 9 of Swords, it's kind of you, but it's also you need to cleanse. I keep telling y'all, you need to cleanse. You need to cleanse something in your house, like your room need to be cleansed. I don't know what your living situation is like, especially if you live with other people. You got to be mindful that what is attached to them is also occupying your space as well. If you have roommates, you live with family, whatever. So you need to be more cognizant of your spiritual hygiene. You really need to cleanse your room here during September. If you can cleanse the whole house, then do that shit, okay? Some of you could be having some bad nightmares here, restlessness, insomnia, just, really stressing out about something, okay? We're going to get a clarifier on what this is. Sleep with some amethyst and rose quartz underneath your pillow. Create a crystal grid of tourmaline, black onyx, hematite. You can do a tumbled stone in the 4 corners of your room. Look, burn some sage, some Palo Santo with the windows open. Do something, okay? Do a floor wash in your room. Let's see what his 9 of Swords is for Virgo. These cards been shuffling so weird for y'all. I don't know why. This deck has kind of felt sticky in a way, the way it's been shuffling. Judgment. It's the Sun. Okay, that's cool. 3 of Pentacles. So for some of you, this is about a relationship, maybe a second chance, a revival of a relationship, healing in a relationship with the sun here, coming together with the Three of Pentacles, okay? So yeah, like, I don't know, whatever you stress about, it's going to work itself out, especially with the sun coming through. That's the most positive card in the tarot, so it does trump any of the negative bullshit, any of the negative cards that you had so far. So yeah, everything is going to work itself out. Don't worry about it, okay? Shit, I don't know if you initiating the second chance or somebody else is, whoever it is. Like, it seems like y'all will be able to work things out and potentially get on the same page. For some of y'all, it might be a work situation there as well with the Pentacles, or a living situation. Yeah, but y'all will figure that out, okay? Moving on next to September, we have the Ten of Swords, okay? So, look, like I said, y'all get on that spiritual hygiene because it's looking a little funky. There may be a feeling of being let down in some way. Sometimes this can be a sense of betrayal, people talking about you behind your back. Some sort of rough ending that you might be navigating here in October. I'm going to get you a clarifier on this as well. For some of y'all, it is the evil eye, the hateration, the holleration. You know, people sending shit your way and you just ain't doing what you need to do to cleanse, to protect, to reverse. Some of y'all need to light up a reversible candle. Holla at me, baby, okay? Because, yeah, y'all definitely need someone in your corner. If you don't know about any of these things, that's why I literally create these things. Because, yeah, some of y'all been slipping on your spiritual work for sure. Let's see what this Ten of Swords is for Virgo spirit. What is this Ten of Swords for Virgo? Ten of Cups. Yeah, damn. Knight of Swords. It could be connected to an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Damn. I don't know. This person might be coming at you crazy. Yeah, this could be an argument or something y'all get into. This could be someone that, you know, you feel like, I thought we were family, like we're friends. This could be chosen family. Well, yeah, it might be somebody in y'all's circle that is definitely not good for you. I'm getting strong air sign energy. Okay, so you're going to have to navigate that. You're going to have to figure that out. But yeah. Could have also felt like somebody told you a dream with the Ten of Cups that they had no intention on really following through. Oh, Lord, Virgo. Y'all be all right, though. Y'all get your ass back up because you really ain't got no choice. I will say with the Ten of Swords, the worst is over. So, you know, it's only up from there, basically. So, yeah, you know, shit, y'all might end up cussing somebody out. And then in November, you kind of block people off. Because I think you're feeling very leery of others and kind of mistrusting. Like, bro, I don't know who to trust. I just saw 3333 on the screen. That could be an angel number for you. Okay, so you definitely might be feeling like, I'm a little unsure. Let me protect myself. I see just so much protection. Like I was saying, all the swords, the little wand here. So you do need to do like a lot of protection magic here in the upcoming year. Okay. There was something that maybe you've been in denial about. She got the blindfold over her eyes that now you are starting to see a bit more clearly. So right now in November, you're not making any moves. You're just chilling. You're just chilling. You're just doing the protection work. You know, it's underneath that King of Swords, as I was saying earlier, observing. Observe. Take that goddamn blindfold off and observe. Okay? Because some of y'all might be retreating a little too much into yourself where you're just like, I just don't want to see anything. I don't want to see it. But you actually do need to be watching something. I don't know if this is you taking a break from social media. Don't. You actually need to be watching somebody and how they respond. Like, whatever this shit that went down in October, they're going to be... Oh my gosh. They're like going to be on social media, like tweeting through it, threading through it or some shit. And you're going to get the confirmation that you need. Like, oh shit. Like, you really was an op the whole time. Okay? So I'm sorry to say that, but yeah. It's like you're going to want to kind of like close yourself off and turn a blind eye, but don't. Keep that social media activated. Shit, you don't got to say nothing on social media, but have it activated. And I kid you not, watch this person. Watch them, especially during the waxing moon phase. People tend to get real chatty around that time. Yeah, somebody gonna reveal their hand, like for real, for real. Yeah, and if you feel like, oh, are they subbing me? Is they talking about me? I usually don't be, you know, like, chill out. Ain't nobody subbing you. But in this case, yeah, this person is subbing you. I'm sorry, I'm not laughing at you. Just laughing at previous situations that I've been in. But yeah, this person's definitely subbing. Moving on to December. Okay, Eight of Pentacles. You just keeping your head down. You focus on work, business, you know, day-to-day responsibilities, right? You know, not minding people. Protection. I told you, this is one of the two cards in the tarot where he has on like this black cloak, and that makes me think of protection. You need to light up like black candles. That's what they're good for. Okay? Is absorbing that negative toxic energy. And I kid you not, you gonna notice on your candles, you gonna see a bunch of black shit, like black soot at the top of your candles, maybe throughout your whole candle. That shows you that you need to continue burning those candles until they start burning like more clear or with white. Because yeah, that black does suggest, that black soot suggests you got a lot of opposition. You do have things that are playing in your energy that you do need to be protected from. Okay, so I don't know why I'm hearing ante up. All right, that's that warrior energy coming through again. All right, that some of you are really needing to tap in with here. But I mean, you end the year on a chill note. You just kind of minding your business, you in your own energy. You know, you're feeling productive. You're feeling at peace too. You know, it's not a bad way to end the year. You know, you had some little bumps along the way, but you made it through. All right, Virgo, let's see what your charm is for the year ahead. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placement. Let's see what that charm is looking like for you. What is this? Oh, it's an elephant. Okay. It makes me think of Ganesh. All right. It's like a Hindu god or something like that, which I think is good for like abundance and stuff. This is so pretty. I've never seen this one. Okay. So yeah, it could be something significant about like good luck, fortune. Elephants are very wise as well. Okay, so you, even through these difficult, challenging experiences, you are going to be coming into more wisdom this year. Now, I'm sure there's a ton of other symbolism behind the elephant, so I definitely would encourage you to look that up. This might be kind of like your little animal spirit here for the year ahead. I also heard charge ahead because, like, you know, when the elephants, when they have like the stampede, they'll fuck some shit up. So it could be a protective quality. Yeah, especially I know elephant like moms and stuff like that. They be real protective of their babies. Well, all right, Virgo. Let me put all the cards here because we're going to wrap you on up. Put that there. Some of y'all watching, you could be a Delta in the sorority. All right, my loves. So I'm going to wrap it up here. If this resonated at all, give me a thumbs up. Drop a comment. Let me know what you're looking forward to here in 2026. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And until next time, I am wishing you all a happy holiday season, happy new year, and an even better 2026. All right, my loves. Take care. Bye.